I want to buy a gun.
Got plenty of those. What you looking for? Kadara's honored by your presence and your credits.
If you've got an issue with me...
Relax. I wouldn't hurt a potential customer.
Discount doesn't extend to books.
What did you say?
Buy something or leave. I've got other customers. Squishy thing like you needs protection. Got the best armor in all of Kadara.
And the most expensive, apparently.
You look like you can afford it.
Piss off. Chambers are closed.
Shipment 404 hasn't come in yet. Kaidos is gonna be pissed.
Pathfinder. Interested in the Collective's services?
How do you know who I am?
The Collective makes a point of knowing everything and everyone worth knowing in Helios.
You sound more like information brokers than pirates.
The two aren't mutually exclusive.
I'm having trouble nailing down what the collective is exactly.
Understandable. We aren't one thing. Think of us as a service provider. We cater to our clients' needs.
Even if that means killing and stealing from people.
Survival is an ugly business, Pathfinder, but unlike the Outcasts, we aren't governed by hate. If the initiative proved reasonable, I'm sure the Charlatan would be willing to work with the Nexus.
Who is the charlatan? No one seems to have a straight answer.
The Charlatan is our leader and a private individual. Even I haven't seen them in person.
You take orders from a stranger?
I've met representatives, people who speak for the Charlatan and carry out their will. Whoever the Charlatan is, man or woman, they provide information, care, resources. It's ours. That's enough for me.
What's going on between the collective and the outcasts?
Officially, nothing.
Unofficially?
Lines are being drawn, Pathfinder. That's all I can say.
Let's say I was interested in joining your little gang. How would I do that?
You're more high profile than our usual members, but it's up to the Charlatan who joins. If you have potential, our leader will reach out to you, usually through a representative.
And then what?
For some, that's it. Others may have to pass a test. It's different for every recruit.
Thanks for your time.
Of course, Pathfinder. Of course.
Hey,
Piss off.
you order, you pay.
I said.
You look like you're waiting for someone.
I've got time for a drink.
Shayna, but you can call me Reyes. I hate code names.
I was expecting someone more. Angaran.
The Resistance pays me to supply information, among other things.
So you're a smuggler.
Your man, Venterev, was arrested by Sloane Kelly, leader of the Outcasts. Word spread about what he did to Moshae Sefa. The people are calling for his execution. And Sloane? She's a woman of the people.
Dress it up however you want. She's a criminal.
You work for the Initiative. Sloane was part of the uprising on the Nexus. I doubt she'll give Ven up easily.
I'm taking him, with or without her permission.
We're gonna be friends, you and I. There might be another way to get to Ven. You work Sloane. I'll talk to the Resistance.
How do I contact you if things go south?
Hey, you gotta pay.
Keep the change.
Always do. What can I get you? Don't say surprise me.
Were you a bartender back in the Milky Way?
Yup.
You like it?
Nope.
So why do it?
It's familiar.
If you want it familiar, you're in the wrong galaxy.
I am where I am. Bartended on Thestia for 200 years. Thought I wanted a change. Turns out, change sucks.
So, what's the latest in Kadara?
The port's on the brink of civil war. The Charlatan and the Collective have been gunning for Sloane's throne. Thought it was all talk until they started killing each other in the Badlands.
You're pretty calm about it.
When you live in a place run by pirates, violence becomes relative. I'm not gonna worry until the shooting's outside my bar.
How do you feel about Sloane? Do you like her?
I like Sloane fine, but her protection fees can go to hell.
She makes you pay for protection?
Yep, and the price of safety keeps getting higher. Can't complain too much, though. The Outcasts are my biggest customers.
You mentioned the Charlatan and the Collective.
Yeah, what about them?
Who are they?
Wow, you're new here. No one knows who the Charlatan is. That's kind of the point. He, she, they, whatever, run the Collective. They like to think of themselves as some kind of spy network. But they're just thugs. Might be a little smarter than the Outcasts, but no one's got the moral high ground in Kadara.
Thanks for the gossip.
Part of the job.
Whiskey. Neat.
That's the only way we serve it. What can I get you?
Whiskey. Neat.
That's the only way we serve it. What can I get you?
Whiskey. Neat.
That's the only way we serve it. What can I get you?
Whiskey. Neat.
That's the only way we serve it. What can I get you?
Whiskey. Neat.
What can I get you?
Whiskey.
What can I get you?
Whiskey. Neat.
That's the only way we serve. What can I get you?
Whiskey. Neat. Sam, tell me about Sloane Kelly.
Before joining the initiative as head of Nexus Security, Miss Kelly served in the Alliance with a nearly spotless record.
Nearly?
She was involved in multiple altercations with other officers.
A hothead. Great.
Sloane's inside. Mind your damn manners.
Focus defenses here and here. The Ket have been quiet for too long. What?
You must be Sloane Kelly.
I know who you are. So, what brings a Pathfinder to our humble port?
Ven Terev. Name ring any bells?
What's he to you? And don't lie to me.
I need him so I can infiltrate a Ket flagship. You've obviously got no love for the Ket. I'm doing you a favor.
Kadara is an Angaran port. They want Ven dead, and I want to keep them happy.
This is bigger than local politics.
You don't need Ven. You need his intel. Talk to him before I put his head on a spike.
Ven should be judged by the Resistance, not you.
I don't have time for a morality debate. Dismissed.
Your Highness.
You must have a death wish coming back.
That could have gone better.
Perhaps Mr. Vidal had more success.
Pathfinder, over here. Have a nice chat?
I think she likes me.
Don't worry. I found a workaround.
Let me guess. It comes with strings attached.
Not any new ones. Remember, Ephra wants Ven alive, so when you get inside, give him this. That'll eat through whatever Sloane's holding him in, and it can't be traced back to us. A Resistance agent will be waiting to pick Ven up.
Ven's intel better be worth it.
You'll be the judge of that, not me. There's a maintenance shaft around the corner, sending the access code to your Omni tool. That'll get you inside. You should be able to handle the rest.
There's still the matter of the bill you left me with.
I'm usually the model gentleman.
I don't believe you.
Because I'm lying. When you're done, come to Tartarus. First round's on me. I promise.
Looks like it leads to a stockroom. Sam, anyone up there?
No heat signatures detected. The room is clear to enter.
What do you want?
The Archon's ship. Where is it?
This a new interrogation tactic? Sloane's getting lazy.
I'm not with Sloane. Ephra sent me. Answer my questions and I can get you back to the Resistance.
So I'm trading one cell for another?
This is what happens when you make deals with the bad guy. Or stay here. Sloane's sharpening up a spike just for your head.
I'd rather be miserable than Karkan food.
Which brings us back to the Archon's ship. Where is it?
I never saw it. Got my orders from a Ket transponder. But you could use its frequency to triangulate the Archon's location.
Do you still have it?
I buried it before I was arrested. should still be outside the city.
This is your way out of here. A resistance contact will be waiting.
Don't you want to know why I did it? Why I betrayed the Moshae?
Enlighten me.
We're losing the war against the Ket, and still, Ephra puts my brothers and sisters in danger to protect a useless old woman.
So you took things into your own hands.
I made the call he wouldn't. The Archon only wanted the Moshae. I thought if I gave her up... I didn't know what the Ket were doing to my people.
You resent Ephra, so the Archon used that against you.
If Ephra was a better leader... it doesn't matter. And I'll accept the consequences.
Pathfinder, the communicator is buried outside the ceasefire zone. I suggest bringing a squad.
Vetra, Drac, are you back from whatever it was you were doing?
Yep, our completely legitimate business deal went off without a hitch.
Benefit of bringing a Krogan along.
Tell Gil to prep the Nomad. I need to go outside the city.
One man's junk is another's payday.
You've all seen a dead body before. Move along. The Charlatan strikes again.
If you would like, Pathfinder, I could provide an analysis of the deceased. He's Angaran. There are multiple lacerations on the face and abdomen.
Another body? I don't get paid enough for this shit.
There's been more than one murder?
7 by my count, but that's all I know.
Perhaps Mr. Vidal would have more information, Pathfinder.
Join the Outcast family today. Pathfinder, I'm afraid Sloan put you on the no recruit list.
We can still talk, right? I want to know more about the Outcasts.
I'll answer what I can.
Tell me about Sloan.
Before the uprising, she was head of Nexus Security. She gave up her position to protect us. We'd be dead if not for her.
Do you know her personally?
She makes it a point to get to know all of her people, which is a lot more than the charlatan can say.
What does it mean to be part of the Outcasts?
For most people, it's a sense of security, something desperately needed in Helios.
You didn't feel secure on the Nexus?
You weren't there during the uprising. It was chaos. And the idiots running things only made it worse. Thanks to Sloan, we have direction, a family.
So you're happy under Sloan?
Yeah, guess I am. Can't say this is what I expected when I signed up in the Milky Way, but I came to Andromeda to be part of something bigger than myself. I have that with the Outcasts.
Things seem tense between the Outcasts and the Collective.
They're a bunch of hypocritical upstarts who hide their dirty tactics behind good business.
See? There's that tension.
Sloan will make quick work of them.
Why hasn't she done so already?
It's not for me to question her methods. Kadera's ours. Nothing's gonna change that.
Can anyone join the Outcasts? Besides me, of course.
Anyone can show interest, but Sloan has final say on who becomes a member.
I'm guessing there's a selection process.
All recruits undergo a series of trials that tests their endurance, loyalty, and intellect.
That's all for now.
See you around, Pathfinder.
You okay?
What? Oh, yeah, of course.
Maybe you should freak out more quietly then, so you don't draw attention to yourself.
Shit. Was I that obvious?
Yeah. What's going on?
I joined the Outcasts a few weeks ago. Titus tasked me with collecting protection fees. Thought it'd be easy. But we talked to so many people, I got the names mixed up and banished someone who paid their fee.
They didn't protest it?
Of course, she did. But they all do. We don't really listen.
You just kicked her out. No questions asked.
You don't have to guilt trip me. I thought about looking for her, but I can't risk Titus finding out I screwed up. I need this job to feed my little brother. Our mom's still in cryo on the Nexus. He's got no one else.
Does this convenient little brother have a name?
Eli Wessler. I'm not making this up.
Pathfinder, there is an Eli Wessler recorded in the Nexus database.
All right. I'll keep an eye out for... What was the exile's name?
Remy Tamayo. She would have gone to the slums for processing. After that, no idea. The warden might know. Everyone who's banished to the Badlands goes through him. Did you find Remy?
No, not yet.
I'm so screwed.
You're the Pathfinder, right? One of your crew, Liam, already secured parking for your vehicle. She's ready for you.
A city under a city.
At the center is Tartarus, a nightclub.
That's where Rhea said he'd be. How toxic can it be? Ah, shit! Okay, don't touch that.
This is horrible.
What's in it?
Just broth made from local ingredients. It's safe.
Then why aren't you selling it?
Nothing's free in Kadara Port.
Charlotte hopes you'll remember who fed you when you were down.
Detecting traces of sulfuric acid on the throat and stomach lining. She must have consumed unfiltered water.
And the crates? They just stacked them on top of her?
Perhaps the exiles didn't care enough to move the body.
You can't be serious. Oh, damn it!
Keep back, Faison. Pipes are being finicky. Wouldn't want them to bust and ruin that pretty armor.
Thanks, but this armor can handle a busted pipe.
You're obviously new here. Kadara's water contains a high concentration of sulfuric acid. It's extremely toxic.
That's why it smells so bad.
You called me Vesan. What does that mean?
Outsider, which is what you are.
Are these pipes some sort of filtration system?
Built by the first Angara who came here. Makes the water potable, then sends it up the mountain to the port. There are smaller systems out in the Badlands, but none are as effective and complex as this beauty.
Is all the water on Kadara toxic?
Every last drop. So be careful what you drink. Everything in the port is safe. Tartarus too. But outside the mountain, it's a gamble.
Sulfuric acid is strong stuff. How do you keep the water from eating through the pipes?
We oil them down and switch them out regularly.
Sounds dangerous.
You ever try living without water?
None of the exiles give you trouble?
They know better. Outcast. Collective. Everyone's got to drink. Messing with the filtration system is just stupid.
I'll let you get back to work.
Stay clear of the water.
The water is highly poisonous, Pathfinder. We shouldn't linger here.
Metal's looking thin there.
I know it hurts.
My skin!
It will.
got stock you wouldn't believe.
You look well enough. My patients are usually leaking from somewhere.
I actually have my own doctor. Name's Ryder. I'm a Pathfinder.
One survived. Could have used you when we got to Helios. Dr. Ryota Nakamoto. I used to work as the Outcast's physician. Quit after Sloan turned what should have been a medical breakthrough into a drug.
She's a criminal. What did you expect?
She wasn't always like this. Life since the Nexus, it's changed all of us. When we arrived on Kadara, I found a local string of bacteria that shares properties with penicillin.
Quite the find.
It was, until I discovered the drug is addictive and induces hallucinations in large doses. I took my concerns to Sloan. All she saw was an opportunity to make a profit, called the drug Oblivion. But beyond stealing back my formula, there's no way to stop her.
So let's steal the formula.
Are you crazy? It's heavily guarded. I'm a doctor. I don't know how to fight.
You don't have to. We'll handle this.
The formula's in my old lab. Please don't get killed trying to fix my mistake. Pathfinder.
How does a free clinic stay in business here?
Anonymous donations. From the charlatan, no doubt. Beggars can't be choosers.
You've got something against the charlatan?
Same thing I have against Sloan. All they care about is profit. And control. My business is people.
What was it like working for Sloan?
I was well fed and equipped. Sloan cares about her crew.
But...
Outcast tactics are ruthless. Murder, mutilation, beatings, all a daily occurrence. I didn't sign up for that.
You must have known things would get violent when you joined the Uprising.
I didn't join the Uprising. I joined my patients. I couldn't let them leave the Nexus without a doctor.
So you don't hate the Initiative?
Hate is a useless emotion, as is regret. We must make the best of our situation, that's all.
This can't be what you expected when you decided to come to Andromeda.
It is and it isn't. I joined the Initiative to save lives. Traveling to a new galaxy is dangerous. I knew I'd be needed. Just didn't think I'd be helping people out of a shipping container.
How do you like Kadara?
It's not the worst planet in Helios, but it has its troubles. Mainly the water.
What's wrong with the water?
It's toxic. Fatally. Notice all the pipes running through the port? an old Angaran irrigation system. In the Badlands, people have to filter water manually. Leaves a much larger margin of error. The majority of my patients suffer from either gunshot wounds or water poisoning.
I'll let you get back to work.
Thanks. Lots to do.
Damn, that hurts.
Stop!
Damn, that hurts.
Initiative scum.
Sphene, I know you're in there.
You sell Oblivion here?
Or are you well informed? Doc must still be whining.
What doctor?
Mm-hmm. If Ryota knows what's good for him, he'll keep his mouth shut.
They're in a euphoric state. Lethargy, hallucinations, these symptoms match Dr. Nakamoto's description of Oblivion.
Guess Sloane's not interested in the drug's medicinal value.
It's actually not bad.
You're lucky to be alive.
Hey, you there. Come talk to me. You're that initiative big shot, aren't you?
Some might say that.
Don't fret. I'm not gonna hit you up for anything. Nothing specific, at least. You could say I'm disillusioned with the exiles. People here can't be trusted. Sooner stab you in the back than work together. So, I got no love for any of them.
Get to the point.
Shit, fine. Outlaws got innovative ways of putting stuff together. I bet a smart one like you could learn a lot from scrutinizing our, stuff. You should check out Outlaw Tech and Materials. Might learn a few things. You remember who gave you the skinny on that. that initiative, big shot, aren't you?
Maybe. Maybe not. Do I owe you credits?
Ah, you're a playful one. I like that. You could say I'm disillusioned with you. So,
Get...
up.
Sanjeev Clement. Terrible way to die.
Fuck off. This one's ours.
Looting is wrong.
This guy for real?
Looting is wrong. What a little bitch.
Let's not antagonize them further, Pathfinder.
I said fuck off.
I give it 10 minutes before we get knifed.
What's your poison?
You mean alcohol, right? Wouldn't normally ask, but...
It's a fair question on Kadara. Toxic water, killer outlaws. But in this case, just an expression. First round's on me. You're more reputable than my usual clientele.
Your bar has a unique design. Something tells me these cages aren't just decorative.
They're for your protection as much as ours. Trust me, my employees can take care of themselves.
Guessing you had issues?
Outlaws and pirates aren't known for their manners. Some customers got rowdy and ended up losing fingers. The bars won't stop a bullet, but it's a clear warning to keep your hands to yourself.
The outcasts or the collective giving you any trouble?
Not really. They tend to shoot each other in remote places, where no one's looking. That won't last forever. All it takes is one wrong move and things get ugly.
What will you do then?
Board up the place and hold out till the smoke clears.
What was it like after leaving the Nexus?
Oh, it was lovely. One big, smelly mutineer party.
Your sarcasm survived the trip.
What can I say? It sucked. We had limited supplies and nowhere to go. Kadara's paradise in comparison, even with the shite water.
I'll let you get back to it.
Never enough drinks to pour.
You there? Got a proposition? Want to make some easy credits?
Only if it's legal.
Of course. As you may know, Kadara's most valuable trade is scrap and resources stolen from the Nexus. But that well's running dry.
I'm not stealing for you.
Not my goal. My focus is resources native to Andromeda. I have it on good authority there's a large barite deposit in Dralier. Barite's going to be big.
You don't say.
I sent a surveyor to check it out, but he hasn't returned. All I need from you is peace of mind.
Send me his last nav point. I'll check on him.
Much appreciated. Find my surveyor?
Not yet.
Sorry, if you're looking for a dance, I'm off the clock.
Is this what you came all the way here for? Living in a place like this?
Had to get away from my crazy family in the Milky Way. My brother, Conrad, well, he's a couple of quarts low on EZO, if you know what I mean. But now I'm here, and it's great. That Sloane Kelly, I want to be just like her. That attitude, her accent. She's like, hey, you bastard, lick my boots, kiss my ring, and then my bum. I want to work for her, learn the ropes. Then call up my brother Conrad and be all, see, idiot, you're not the only one in the family hanging out with famous people.
Right. Good luck with that.
Call later. I'm drinking. And leave the bottle. Ryder, glad you're here. I'm sure you've heard about the murders.
There's a fresh body outside Crawlers. Some of the locals say it's the charlatan's handiwork.
I don't buy it. The charlatan is discreet, careful. Whoever did this wanted the bodies found.
Making a statement.
But to who?
The killer could be unhappy with how Sloane's running things.
Less than a third of the victims are outcasts. No. If I was a betting man, and I am, I'd say it was the Rokar.
Why would Rokar be in Kadara port?
It's Angaran built. And before Sloan, Angaran Run. I think the Rokar came here looking for new recruits, and things got out of hand.
And the Angara victims? How do they fit into your theory?
I did some digging. All of the deceased Angara were public Milky Way sympathizers.
So the victims either were from the Milky Way,
or supported us. It's the only pattern I could find.
An Angaran port run by aliens would be a prime target for their cause.
Problem is, I've got no proof, and the Resistance doesn't want to antagonize the Rokar.
Guessing that's where I come in.
I need that fancy AI of yours to scan for evidence that could implicate the Rokar. People are scared, Ryder. This is your opportunity to win friends in Kadara Port.
I sound pretty integral to this plan.
Sam is integral. You're a bonus.
Hey, I haven't agreed to help you yet.
I feel good about my chances. One of the crime scenes isn't far. Give me a call when you get there. Got word from one of my colleagues. Ventaref made it off Kadara. He's a free man, thanks to you.
You helped? A little.
Always nice to be recognized.
Did you play a big part in the mutiny on the Nexus?
I had nothing to do with that shit show.
Then why'd you leave?
The way Tan handled things didn't exactly inspire confidence. Decided I could do better on my own. So I jumped ship with the rest of them. Ended up here.
Things are looking less than friendly between the Collective and the Outcasts.
Not everyone's happy living under Sloane's thumb. Whatever resources Kadara has goes to the Outcasts. The rest of us get scraps. The Collective claims to be different, but it's hard to trust a faceless leader.
Especially with a title like the Charlatan.
Have to admit, I'm jealous. That's a better nickname than Shayna.
Any idea where the Collective operates?
Rumor has it they have a swanky hideout in one of the caves in Draulir. I've never seen it myself.
Your code name, Shayna. What's it mean?
It's the Angaran word for mouth. I'm good with words.
Among other things?
Never had a complaint.
How long have you worked with the Resistance?
Few months. When Sloan saved Kadara Port from the Ket, Ephra wanted eyes and ears on the ground. Figured people would be more loose-lipped around their own kind. He was right.
Sloan's tough, but so were the Ket. How'd she take them out?
Never underestimate the element of surprise. The Ket weren't ready for an ambush, but they know her tactics now. Next time, Sloan won't be so lucky.
I better get going.
Ryder.
Yeah?
Don't take this the wrong way, but you're not really liked here in Kadara Port.
Ouch.
What I'm saying is, you need a friend. Someone on the inside to help you out. I can be that guy. You need intel on exiles, Sloan, whatever. Come to me.
Thanks. I think.
How's it going?
Have you heard of Oblivion?
Sure, though I don't partake myself.
Dr. Nakamoto asked me to steal back his formula.
Poor Ryota is probably the only honest man on Kadara. Besides myself, of course.
I better get going.
Thanks for stopping by. Hey there.
I better get going.
Thanks for stopping by.
What do you know about the situation out there?
You might say I'm warden of the Badlands. It's not a place for tourists. Tough beyond these walls.
You don't want me here. Fine. Get on with it already.
What does tough look like?
A graveyard of people who are either dead or soon will be. Badlands are Kadar's dumping ground. Like a giant prison. When you're too nasty for even this place, we kick you out there.
You mean exiles who get exiled?
Yep. Worst of the worst. And some of them want to be there. Got secrets to hide, I guess. The water's toxic. Sulfur springs are everywhere. Have a nasty habit of catching fire. Yeah. So have at it. Knock yourself out.
I'm looking for a Remy Tamayo. Any idea where I might find her?
Tamayo. Oh, yeah. She's the one who kept insisting she's innocent.
She is innocent. The outcast collecting the fees made a mistake. Remy paid up.
Well, shit. That's never happened before.
As far as you know.
Don't get smart, Pathfinder. Last time I saw your girl, she was talking with Johan and his crew. Nasty bunch. I'll send you the nav point to their last known location. Prepare for a fight.
Automated protocols activated. Deploying forward station. Mining zones have been added to your nav system, Pathfinder.
Even the water is like a festering wound that no medicine can heal.
Should I send you back to the Tempest?
Is that an option?
All right, Sam. Show me what we've got.
Kadara's water is dense with sulfide minerals, the oxidation of which produces toxic streams and lakes.
Never liked swimming much anyways.
That is fortunate. Even the Nomad's shields cannot withstand the water's corrosive properties. The presence of monoliths suggests a vault that might reduce the acidity. However, outlaws, pirates, and other unsavory exiles inhabit Kadara's hills. The further you travel from the mountain, the more dangerous it will become.
Good to know. Let's get out there.
No wonder it's toxic. The shit's on fire.
An exothermic reaction from the sulfuric acid coming in contact with water in the atmosphere.
Wonder how many drunk idiots have fallen in there.
Taking in the view?
It's spectacular. These sulfur pools are dumping grounds for bodies. People hide all sorts of evidence out here.
Give him credit for putting the land to good use.
My name's Cineris. One day there'll be a reckoning for all these murders. I'm trying to collect the evidence and account for the victims.
That's just bleeding heart crusader crap. I'd rather collect whatever's on the bodies and make some cash.
This is Drexel, a leech. I'd prefer to shoot him, but that would kind of go against the whole grain of my work. These cesspools are scattered everywhere. If you find any bodies in your travels, let me know. Future justice will thank you.
Or let me know, and I'll thank you right now.
Andromeda plant sample detected nearby.
Nice work.
This body was dumped here, as Cineris claimed. I have recorded the location and relevant DNA information for any future investigation.
Hostiles ahead!
What was with that fight back there?
It's called flanking.
Your shields were drained.
They're shields. Get hit, they drain. That's what they're for.
Risky. Irresponsible.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a lecture on responsibility from you.
What's that supposed to mean?
Just keep your judgment to yourself, unless you want the same.
Another murder victim. I have logged the relevant information. another murder victim. I have logged the relevant information.
Get ready to fight!
So, Vetra, legitimate business on Kadara.
That's right, Cop Eyes. What about it?
Check Nexus records when we got back. Not on the books. He didn't declare.
What you gonna do? It's Helios.
Legitimate business my arse.
Ooh, scrutiny.
Let's see you deal with this.
So, you've no formal combat training, and I'm counting on you to watch my back. And the Pathfinder's back?
No, I didn't sit in a chair while someone waved a labeled gun diagram at me.
That's not even clever.
I learned how to fight because it was a matter of survival, which, look around, is the situation we're in. So formal? No. A wind farm. Smart.
Must be how they power Kadara Port.
Assholes took everything but the rotor hub.
Trouble with scavengers?
Always. Who are you?
A Pathfinder with the initiative.
A Pathfinder? On Kadara? Holy shit.
You said you had a scavenger problem?
Right, yeah. Bastards come at night, pick the turbines clean of parts. Expensive and annoying.
Sloan doesn't provide security?
Too busy with the collective. I'm not asking for guards, I just want our parts back.
Any idea where I could find these scavengers?
I've started putting trackers on the more valuable parts. Yard drive, generator, they've all been taken to the same nav point.
I'll check it out.
If the parasites put up a fight, don't feel bad about offing them.
Come on, work.
There you go.
What? You want a gold star? Ugh, fucking show off.
She is under the influence of Oblivion.
Hey, if you were Krogan, you'd know I'm fucking gorgeous.
If I were Krogan, I could...
She was telling scavengers when to attack in exchange for credits to buy Oblivion. You running security here?
Trying. Krogan or not, I'm only one merc. This lot's crazy thinking they can run a wind farm in the Badlands.
Why do you think there's been so many attacks?
All these fancy gizmos out in the open, they're begging to be stolen. We'll say, though, it's damn suspicious those scavs keep hitting the place while I'm off shift. Like someone's telling them when to strike.
Any advice for staying alive in the Badlands?
Get out of the Badlands.
See you around.
Whatever.
I don't care. Get it done.
We don't have enough yet, Elora.
Then get more. Tell him to get his ass in gear. Back off. I don't deal with Nexus scum.
That's a good way to get shot, Elora.
Did I ask for your opinion?
Yeah, I'd listen to that guy.
You're all the same, aren't you? Sloan, the charlatan, the Nexus. All looking for a power trip. Sloan should have taken the Nexus out when she had the chance. She's weak.
I take it you're not an outcast, then?
Got my own faction. When we take over, we'll do all the things the outcasts and collective didn't have the balls for.
Well, good luck with that.
Yeah. Better watch your back, Nexus. Fuck off.
Someone needs to get that asshole drunk.
Well, well, you're not like the other scrubs around here.
What makes you say that?
Your gear, it's high quality, like the rest of you.
What can I say? I like the best.
Then you're just the man I need. When the exiles came to Kadara, they hid caches of Nexus supplies all over the Badlands. Junk, mostly. Stale protein bars and rations. But among the shit are some serious weapons lifted straight from the armory.
And you know this. How?
I helped steal them. Problem is, those weapons are too good for the scum down here. And I can't sell weapons in Kadara Port without Sloan taking a cut. The cash nav point, though? You interested? It's yours for a fair price.
You've got a deal.
Lovely. Here's the nav point. In the meantime, feel free to take a look at what I've already got in stock.
How did you get in here?
I use my legs.
Well, use them to walk back out. I'm busy.
I just want to ask a few questions.
Fine, but be quick about it.
Does the wind farm power Kadara Port?
And everything else around here. Not that anyone sends their gratitude. They only contact us when something's broken.
Sloan doesn't give you a kickback?
Not enough. This is a dangerous job. I deserve hazard pay.
What do you do here?
I keep the turbine spinning. A small miracle considering all the scavengers trying to steal parts.
Thanks for your time.
Yeah. Let me get back to work.
Trouble. Security.
He really wants Sloan's thugs here.
Yes, if it means I don't replace the yaw motor every other.
What do you think about Kadara?
Smells like week old eggs and curdled milk.
So you regret leaving the Nexus?
Pathfinder, I regret leaving the Milky Way. But if Kadara's taught me one thing, it's that there's no time for regrets. Live in the present or die thinking about the past.
Who runs the wind farm?
It's a communal effort. Everyone helps maintain the turbines. But me and the Solarian are the only trained technicians. So, naturally, that puts us in charge.
Does the Solarian have a name?
Yeah, and if he was ever nice, I'd use it. Until then, he's just the Solarian.
Stay safe.
Yeah, sure.
That doesn't look like an outcast or collective camp. Let's check it out. It says here this weapon cache is headed for a specific camp. Sam?
With more information, I can determine the source of the transmissions.
You're a go-to? You can get anything.
Now, when you start like that, you have cop eyes.
That makes me think your stuff is stolen.
Not a thing. In fact, some is recovered. But you gave me
The look, anyway, and I don't have to take it.
Anyone know some good shanties? I could pull a parrot out of my ass.
Liam, no. Just no.
How many other ships like the Tempest are stashed away somewhere?
Not a lot. A few toys for rainy days.
How much rainier can it get?
Keep that thought.
Here they come!
Go team! Coming up on us.
Shields are up. I'll take their fire.
Pathfinder, I detect a data pad.
Looks like the Collective tried to get a ransom out of the Outcasts. Wonder if it worked.
The attached nav point has been removed, Pathfinder. I can't determine the exchange location.
Enemy down.
Hey, Scudder. Get any closer and I'll hit you with a corrosive bomb. Killed 2 looters today already. You want to test me?
Whoa, hey, we're no outlaws. We're friendly.
Then come prove it, slowly.
The responsibility thing. It's about my sister, isn't it?
Good sleuthing, Sherlock. Gold star.
Your mouth's gonna get your ass in trouble.
My mouth didn't drag a kid to Andromeda.
Screw you, Costa. She had a choice.
Some choice. Lose you or come here. It's crazy how upbeat she is, considering.
Stay out of my shit and don't talk to my sister. Shields are up. Take their fire.
There's an outlaw weapon cache here, Pathfinder.
This weapon cache was headed for the same location as the first.
With more data, I can triangulate the source.
Should we start digging?
Hopefully there's a way down. But we're gonna need a really big drill.
So the rest of the people with families here, you judging them too?
Look, I get it. The initiative sold us some golden worlds. But kids, even if everything was perfect, it's 600 years and no going back. A child doesn't understand that.
I get you too, Costa. Everyone knows how to parent other people's kids. Get back to me when you're looking out for something other than yourself.
Another eidetic trigger, Sam?
Yes, though my memory array remains locked. Additional triggers are required.
Hey, we should help.
Got them all.
area could be viable for an initiative outpost, Pathfinder. However, for any long-term success, you'll need to find a solution to Kadara's water toxicity problems.
Exiles are also a problem. Sloan will shoot down our shuttles before we can start building.
What about the charlatan? The collective's gaining power.
We do not know the charlatan's identity. Sloan may be our only option. Vidal could offer insight.
Another eidetic trigger, Sam?
Yes, though my memory array remains locked. Additional triggers are required.
Nice day for a stroll, huh?
Don't mind our friend here. He's,
Another murder victim. I have logged the relevant information.
Be good as new.
Run any music during combat?
Ezo Core Revival.
Oh, may as well drop guitars down an escalator.
So? Classical Turian is like rifling through a toolbox.
Well, that's just good music.
Andromeda plant sample detected nearby. Pathfinder, this is the murder site Mr. Vidal asked you to investigate. Pathfinder, Ven Turan claimed he buried the Ket transponder near this location.
Found it.
Looks pretty junked.
The transponder's power source is drained.
So let's juice it up. Turn it on, then Gil can work his magic.
Once complete, this should provide us with the Archon's location, and in turn, Meridian's.
See? We're halfway there already.
Oh yeah, the hard part's totally behind us.
Pathfinder, Reyes still needs your help investigating the murders in Kadara Port.
Welcome to Charybdis Point. Name's Malix. You looking for a place to hole up? Got some open beds. Food and clean water cost extra.
Take it you don't have any private rooms?
I could put up a sheet.
I'll pass.
Suit yourself.
How'd you end up on Kadara?
Followed Sloane from the Nexus, but couldn't pay her protection fees. No fancy port for me.
She forced you out?
Those are the rules. Can't pay the fees, can't live on the mountain. First few months were tough. No water, no weapons to hunt. I really thought I was gonna die out here.
You obviously pulled through.
I didn't travel 600 years to starve to death. I found other exiles. Put the strength in numbers theory to the test. Thus, Charybdis Point was born.
One of your neighbors was murdered.
ZR's dead?
Very. Know anything that could help me track his killer?
No. ZR had a habit of shooting anyone who got close to his lawn. Still, grumpy bastard had his uses. People think twice about robbing you when there's a Krogan next door.
You get a lot of business out here?
Our establishment might not look like much, but spend a few nights in the Badlands and we're practically Hotel Azure. Clean beds, warm grub, and the only place for miles with properly filtered water. Serious amenities on Kadara.
I better get going.
See you around.
Reyes, I'm at the crime scene.
Great. I've got intel on our dead guy, Krogan male. Went by the name of ZR. His frontal plate was pried off before he was shot to death.
Poor bastard.
They were making a point. Not someone you want just walking around.
Do your scanning thing. Look for anything that might lead us to the killer.
These footprints are distinctly Angaran.
I count at least 3 attackers. The tracks make it look like an ambush.
Fits the Rokar profile. It's a start.
These footprints are distinctly Angaran.
I count at least 3 attackers. The tracks make it look like an ambush.
Fits the Rokar profile. Keep scanning. We need hard evidence.
Angaran blood. Matches your Rokar theory, Reyes.
This DNA, along with the inscription and footprints, supports the theory proposed by Mr. Vidal, Pathfinder.
Let's pay our local Rokar a visit.
You know where they are?
I wasn't sitting on my ass this whole time. I'm looking at the place right now.
Send me the coordinates. These murders stopped today.
Let's do this!
We're checking out that camp, right?
Requisitions are lined up for outposts.
Best as they can be.
We need better than that. Lives are on this.
No shit.
Hostiles ahead!
That should do it. We found all we can. Let's get back to Cineris. Damn, that hurts.
Damn, that sky is something else.
Should be enough glyphs. Got it. One down, 2 to go.
Not recognizing the branding on your kit, Vetra. Custom augments, kinetic redirects.
What I need doesn't come standard.
Holy shit.
Overload coming up!
There is a datapad nearby, Pathfinder.
Armoring up.
Didn't we just read another datapad like this, but the other way around? This time, the outcasts are blackmailing the collective.
The nav point has also been removed from this datapad.
What is going on?
You carry yourself like a soldier, not a cop.
Friends in hustle. Veterans know some tricks. Turian homeworld? What is it? Turia?
You know it's Palaven, and you know I don't. What about yours? It's dirtball, right?
Exactly right.
Shields are up. I'll take your fire.
We've got targets!
Approaching that point for the weapons cache, Pathfinder.
Hope it's worth the credits. Nice work. I think that's all of them. It's full. After that ambush, I thought the whole thing was a scam.
Let's just get out of here before more exiles show.
I got some upgrades for your sidearm lying around. Interested?
Good, thanks.
If you're worried about the cost,
I said I'm good.
don't be a shit, Costa. You don't have to like me to accept that I want to keep you alive. You live, I live. That's how it goes.
Fair. Hook me up.
That'll show.
undocumented mineral has been detected, Pathfinder.
Outlaws in the way.
Took one out. All right, now I'm pissed.
Careful. Whoever rounded up that junk will get territorial if we get close.
Nice shot.
Pathfinder, I detect a data pad in the area.
So one guy is responsible for both ransoms. I doubt that ended well.
I extracted a nav point from this data pad, adding it to your map.
Let's see how all this turned out.
What's those claws, Vetra? Got a couple jabs during deployment.
Yes, and?
This salvage is registered to unaffiliated outlaws, Pathfinder.
Think that's
I advise caution. My sensors read an outlaw weapon cache nearby. I suggest scanning for information.
Sam, where are these weapons supposed to go?
I have a nav point that could be the source. Adding it to your map.
All these caves, it's a smuggler's dream. We can't leave the outlaws to claim this tech.
Nice work.
Looks clear.
Enemy down! Go easy on the gear. It doesn't come cheap.
If we don't push, we're not going to live long enough to wear it out.
Just fine.
Reyes' meeting spot. No Reyes.
Activating automated forward station deployment. This technology is unaffiliated with Kadara's factions, Pathfinder. Its owners are likely criminal class. Mining zones in this region are available, Pathfinder. I've added them to your nav system.